Well, it's looking like another beautiful Wednesday fall day. I hope everybody's doing well. It's gorgeous here. It is actually quite windy out here, but not too bad. Really enjoying it. And as you know, today we are here to do our weekly wellness show, and I'm very excited about that. There's many things that we're going to actually talk about today. But really, the best way for you to enjoy a life where you live long, look good, feel good, is by being educated on just little things that you can do that are natural, that are going to help you to better health. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you some very simple yet effective ideas that are going to help you to feel really, really good and stay on track with your wellness goals this holiday season. Because as we all know, this is usually the time of the year that we all derail because, well, hey, it's the holiday season, right? But there's some great articles in my wellness center, 7 tips to help you stay on track this holiday season, and more. And I highly encourage you to get in there. I mean, I love sharing what I do with you on my shows, but in my wellness center, there's a whole lot more. And again, just like my shows, all the information is free. There's great recipes and a whole lot more, but we'll get to that later. So if you haven't subscribed, it's very easy. You just put in your name, your email address, and that's it. You're in, and you'll have access to all kinds of great recipes, interviews with experts, webinars that we've had in the past, and even my blog and a whole lot more. So again, I will have that link for you up above at the end of today. So get yourself in there. It's really easy. Take what you like, and like I do, leave the rest. Okay, a little bit about me. Back in 97, I was bit by a tick, and I had no idea that that was the beginning of a medical nightmare for me, where I had to learn the hard way that sometimes mainstream medicine isn't going to be there for you despite their best efforts. So then you're kind of left on your own, and what do you do? And that's when I started talking to other people and learning what they were doing with natural products, natural foods, natural solutions to make themselves feel better. And that's really that was the beginning of my training for becoming a wellness expert, as I like to call myself. I have a PhD in survival. So from the Lyme, I learned an awful lot through that as to how I could combat cancer naturally. And I've taken on many challenges that I really didn't ask for, but that's life. We're here, right? So now what I do is I take all the things that I've learned over the last 20, almost 30 years, and I pile them all together. They've got them all in my wellness center and a whole lot more. And they're there to help you to improve your health by showing you different things that you can do to live in harmony with nature. It gives you the power to live your best life too. So, even in my own wellness center, I post things that I don't necessarily do myself, but I know they work for other people. So take what you like and leave the rest. So thanks for being here with me today. It's exciting. Now, last week we talked about the upcoming webcast that's going to be next week, Holiday Wellness and Gift Extravaganza. Also, we talked about the replay of the previous webinar, Leaner for Life. We had 2 experts in there. It was pretty cool. Also, there was 3 new wellness articles and videos in there as well to help you to feel your best this holiday season. So again, even if you just get one little piece of information from an article, that could be the one that makes all the difference in the world. Check it out. So you can get more details in my recent issue of my Vitality for Life e-newsletter. It went out last Wednesday. Now, my understanding is some of you got it early on the 25th. Congratulations. I have no idea how you did it, but well done. So if you haven't seen it and you did sign up in my wellness center or for the Vitality for Life e-newsletter, check your inbox. It could be in spam. It could be promotional. Worst case scenario, sign up again. We'll make sure we get you lined up. Okay. And now that we've just finished having, well, in Canada, we had Thanksgiving. I know USA, you have yours coming up. We just all finished Halloween. And now we have the holiday season just around the corner on top of that. And it's great. I mean, who doesn't love the holiday magic, the lights, the food, everybody getting together, and it's really nice. It's fun. And it's also very easy to fall off of our wellness wagon and get into some bad habits. But what I want to share with you today is that you actually can really enjoy the holidays and not have all that usual post-holiday weight gain or, that blah energy drain you feel from too much of the wrong foods or maybe too much of the wrong lifestyle. Who hasn't done that before, right? But you can totally enjoy the holidays without any of that. So first up, let's talk about eating. Now, we all want to enjoy those nice, beautiful treats without feeling any guilt, right? So here's some tips that I'm going to give you that's going to help you to balance your plate and let you enjoy every single bite at the same time. Excuse me while I take a sip of tea here. I've been very chatty today. My voice is feeling it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is balance our plate. First thing I always like to do is throw a mix of protein and veggies on my plate. That's most important for me. And think of that as your foundation because that's what's going to give you all the goodness without overdoing it. Now, you can do things like ingredient swaps. This is actually really how I started my wellness journey, just by swapping out little things. Instead of using sour cream, although I love full fat sour cream, a better way of doing it is use some Greek yogurt instead. I still encourage the full fat, anything that's fat free. I think of Chemical Storm. But yeah, go with a good, if you can, grass-fed, all natural, organic Greek yogurt. You can also use almond flour instead of regular flour in some of your recipes. Now, when I say that, I don't mean just switch it out in your recipe and hope for the best. You can actually Google recipes for things like cookies and bars and whatnot using almond flour. And that right there makes a big difference. In our house is something that we try to do a lot of. I actually try to stay away from baked goods as best as I can, but if I'm going to, this is the way I go, and it makes a big difference. Okay. Also, sugars. You can swap out sugar for natural sweeteners like stevia. Monk fruit is good. Those are the two I like. If you can't stand either of those, my next best option would be using coconut sugar because it's lower glycemic. It's still sugar, but it's lower glycemic, so it's a step up. So maybe that's a step in between here and stevia or monk fruit for you just to help you get used to it. Okay, now, there's always, great ideas for quick nutritional boosts. There's organic powdered greens. I use them a lot. It's a great way to sneak extra greens in. You can throw it into your soups, casseroles, providing it's not going to change the color of it from red to blah. You know what I'm saying? Or I use it quite often in my smoothies or shakes. Throw it in with my protein. Quite often in my shake, I'll have protein yogurt. And I throw all kinds of things in there, but the greens is nice. Great way to get an extra serving. Okay. Also, there's all kinds of ways of getting protein-packed treats that I use to keep me full. I do love adding protein powder to my morning shake as a necessity for me. Also, you can make something, and you can Google this online, protein balls that you can just have sitting on a little plate, maybe in the fridge or on the counter. And as you wander by, you're feeling kind of peckish, snacking, you need to eat, but you're just not there. Pop one of those in. It's amazing how well that works. I call it survival food. But yeah, protein balls. You can look that up, or better yet, get in touch with me and I'll share some recipes with you. Okay. Also, is great for additional support when it comes to digestion and cravings. Another thing you can do is try a probiotic supplement. That's going to help keep you comfortable after your holiday feast. When you indulge in the big dinner, probiotics are very important for the gas, bloat, belch thing. Also for, like I said, digesting and keeping the microbiome in your gut balanced out. Now, another thing that we all feel during the holidays, because let's face it, is a lot of shopping, a lot of cleaning, a lot of cooking, a lot of baking, and shall I go on, or do you already know the drill? Between the shopping marathons, right? Everything, it's a small miracle that we get anything done, never mind having any energy left over at the end of the day if you do. But there are a few small shifts that you can make that will keep the pep in your holiday step. All right. First off, very important to stay hydrated. You notice that I always have a cup of tea with me. Even when I leave the house, I have one or here you go, two of these to make sure that I have hydration with me. Very important. Now, I know that, this is the season where the eggnog pops out, and it's very easy to replace the water with eggnog and enjoy things we shouldn't be. But have the occasional eggnog if you really, really want to, but keep that water bottle handy. Okay. Now, it's very important that daily we have some sort of a vitality booster that's going to help us. Things you can do is take a supplement. I like to take a good multivitamin. I like my minerals. I like my probiotics, very important. B complex is a very important one for me for energy. And another thing I probably shouldn't say because it's probably coming up in another slide and I just forgot about it. B complex is also very good for helping you to burn up those extra carbs that you might be consuming. But most important, is great for stress and to help you regenerate that energy. And of course, it's very important to look after stress. Now, it can be fun doing everything you're doing and enjoying the holiday bustle, but sometimes it gets stressful, and even good stress can be felt. So it's very important that we look after that. It's a beautiful season, but it's a busy one. So we want to take just 5 to 10 minutes if we can a day. I'd like to see you do it a few times a day if you can. Whether it's just a short walk, I myself, I like bouncing on my rebounder, doing some deep breathing. Stretching is good, can make all the difference in the world. Give that a try. Now, if you're liking these tips and you want even more inspirational ideas, join us next week on the 13th. We're going to have, again, our holiday wellness and gift extravaganza. And that'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for the West Coast, that'll be 5 p.m. And we're going to be having a look also at some perfect gift ideas, wellness tips that are going to really help out with your holiday season to help you and yours stay the healthiest that you can be yet. So it's going to be kind of a fun, cozy evening, again, filled with wellness hacks, gift ideas, and everything that you might need to make this season your healthiest and happiest one yet. So I'm going to drop a link at the end of the show. Save your spot and get in there. And I realize that, as we're coming into, that month before the hectic season, or if you're in the USA, you're already into it because you have Thanksgiving. You may not know what you're going to be doing on that day, or maybe you're super busy. Sign up anyways, because that way, when the replay comes up, you get the replay right out of the gate. And then you can sit back with your cup of tea and enjoy that as you feel you want to. So, okay, quick recap of today. Again, the holiday season is just around the corner. There's a lot of exciting things that are coming up, festive gatherings. The regiment that we have to go through to get everything ready is very easy to fall into habits that are going to leave us feeling, sluggish and maybe even fluffier than we normally feel, or maybe you're normally lean and now you're starting to feel a little bit of fluff. We want to definitely avoid that by making small, little changes, conscious choices that are going to help you to incorporate these tips. They're going to help you celebrate the season with joy and a whole lot more energy. And you can learn more about this topic in my wellness center. Again, that link will be above. There's some more articles in there, how to beat stress this holiday season, how to feel your best this holiday season. Definitely, we're talking about the holiday reset that's coming up. And there's some recipes in there too that'll be very helpful as well. Now, if you're one that you like to learn things that you can do to help yourself, maybe you're in that same scenario that, I was, where you're on that, hamster wheel, chasing doctors, chasing all sorts of things, hoping you can feel better. Message me. I would love to sit down and talk with you, find out what's going on. We'll share your story and I'll ask questions of you. And then, of course, the more that you answer my questions, the more you'll give us both the answers. It's really fun how that works. Okay. Also, if you have any questions on any of the other links that I'm going to be posting at the end of the show up above, let me know. And if you have any problems with them, also let me know and I'll make sure that you get all hooked up with that. Okay, and again, I encourage you to join my wellness community on Facebook. It's called Danny's Wellness Tribe. We just finished a sugar challenge here, just not even a week, well, not quite 2 weeks ago. Turned out quite well. Some of you had some good results on the side. You were telling me quietly, so that was great. And again, I encourage you, if you're not in there, get in there and join us. We'd love to have you. And if you haven't done it already, sign up for that webcast is coming up next week. So again, I'll have links for everything at the end of the show. And don't be afraid to get in touch with me if you'd like to just sit down and have maybe a bit of a wellness strategy session with me. Like I've been saying, I'm not charging for this at this point in time, but there will come a time that I'm going to need to. So take advantage of that. You never know. Might be able to help you out with something. Okay, on our next week's show, we're going to be celebrating the life and contributions of somebody that I admire and respect greatly, Dr. Forrest C. Shackley. I still want to always say Gump instead of Shackley, but an amazing man. And I do hope to see you next week on my show. That would be fantastic. So thanks for being here. Look forward to seeing you next Tuesday on my Tea Talk. Again, we're going to be talking about melatonin and your immune system. And next week again, to see you here on my weekly wellness show will be wonderful. So here's to your family's good health. I hope everybody's doing well and you're enjoying the season. As you can see, it's just a gorgeous time of the year. Hopefully you're enjoying all the gorgeous colors too. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.